going on, people out there? Just gotta make sure that certain settings are correct here. I don't need all that. How's everybody doing? Why is it not going away? Guessing that was a mistake bringing that up. So I'm basically getting on here for if anybody wants to chit chat about what's going on. For about maybe 10-15 minutes, answer any questions or what's going on. What's going on, Ben? I think I saw your Batman Forever. It was on fire over there. Why is this not going away? I bring up this stupid screen. Oh, there's a check mark there. I can't see it. There it is. As far as I know about Centaur, I haven't heard anything in regards to it being down. I think that the common complaint with Centaur right now is that they need to increase the flipper strength. The code was updated per Damien's request during the unboxing, so now things are working when it comes to like the orbs targets, stuff like that. I think the most common thing that people have stated is that the flippers seem weak, so that could be adjusted. Hopefully, I don't know for sure, but I would like to think you can. Oh, you can. Oh, good you doodles, can't check. Come on, come now, Jaws is great. I think it will be top Jurassic. I have played one game so far on Jaws. I will be getting more time on that hopefully here pretty soon. Gonna start drinking. My voice is about done already. That's why I'm not walking around in the game room right now, because it is so loud, and in order for you to hear me, if you even do want to hear me, I would have to really stress my voice. So what I will probably do later, after I get me a drink and everything, is we are going to just walk around, and I'll do the best I can. Any offers on the Earthshaker? I haven't put it up officially for sale, and I think a part of the reason why I haven't done that is because there's times where I've had to tinker with it. There has been adjustments that have obviously had to be made. I finished it Tuesday, so that I didn't get a lot of time to play test it, and that includes making sure that when you have a shaker motor that's shaking the shit out of your machine, that nothing's going to come loose or whatever. But I've had all kinds of things, including a flipper button. I'm thinking that someone, a kid or whatever, twisted the flipper button until it came off, so I had to do that. TCM machines, last time I saw, it looks like they have the butter cabinet. It seems like everyone's snatching up the ones that are not butter because they're a little bit cheaper in price. And you also have the people that don't know what butter cabinet means. They were like thinking that you've got some sort of jug of butter, and I was like, no, I had to point out to them. I was like, no, look at the difference between this cabinet and this cabinet right here. The Looney Tunes, those sold out pretty quick. I think they sold out day one. Any big surprises there as games that are good that might not have been hyped up as much before? For me, my biggest surprise was TCM. I was really surprised that I was going to like that game as much as I did. I'm going to put more time on Looney Tunes as well just to confirm, but I think my main thing with Looney Tunes is the audio. It's Looney Tunes sounds, but when you have so many of them going off at once, after a while it starts to get, for me, it starts to be a little irritating. The game still shoots great because it's the same layout, but TCM, it just seems much more flushed out, and the audio, I don't have any kind of issues with it or anything, so TCM actually surprised me on that. That Earthshaker has the dropping institution mod? Yes, it does. No problems with that. Things working like a charm. Yeah. Try not to hover over another girl in the game, that's for damn sure. I've been doing pretty good about not, because I've been getting some B-roll with my action cam, and I've been trying not to get above anybody's view of the game. But the thing is, I'm in Texas now, so we're pretty nice here overall. We don't have the asshole that I ran into in Expo. Am I considering a TCM? No. I'm holding out for another game. Ninja Eclipse Impressions. I haven't played it yet, man. I need to get over there and play it. Coolest mod? I haven't got a chance to look at all the games just yet. Tonight is whenever the collectors can go around and it's just us to like play the games and everything. The Saw game, yeah, that's overall the Saw has been impressing a lot of people. That one as well as Friday the 13th. For what I played on Jaws so far, it was just a pro. I wanted to start on the pro. That's what Joel Engelberg told me to do. He's like, whatever you do, start with the pro and then play the premium. I was like, all right, so that's what I did. So today I've only had one game on it, but I'm going to play more on it tonight. His says the next pedestrian game is Funhouse. Let's see here. Oh, Pedretti. Okay. I cannot confirm or deny if that claim is true or false or anything on that. All I know is that what I will say is that their game should have been out by now. But I don't know what's going on. They're not talking to me, so I don't know. Think about the Foo Fighters LE, how you like yours. I mean, I like my game still. I'm about to put a mod on it coming up next week that I've been wanting to put on it for, I guess, a year now. But I'll put it on this week and do a video on that. And that's the thing with Elton John for me is like, if the price was better, would I get one? No, but I think it would be much more appreciated, and I think it would sell a shit ton more. No, I'm not buying that $2,000 topper for food. Sorry, I'm not. I mean, I don't typically go after toppers anyways, but I saw the price tag on it, and I'm like, no, not for me. It's all right, but one servo motor and some assets on there and stuff like that, I don't know. I just don't see the price. I don't agree with it, but they do what they do, and people buy them, so it's not ugly or anything. It's just that price. Got to keep touching the screen because the damn chat keeps going away on me. That's one of the downsides to doing this horizontal is for whatever reason the chat stays up for like merely a second or so, and then it goes away. Holding out for B, not Back to the Future? Maybe. The shooter rod looks cool. On which game? Oh, the shooter rod for Foo Fighters, that's what we call a hip breaker right there, okay? There's a reason why I don't get shooter rods with a big old attachments and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to get that for a Labyrinth. If I was going to get that, I wouldn't get that big old shooter rod because it's very large. And where my games are at, I walk by them sometimes, and that's going to break my damn hip. How many times I walk past my Last Action Hero, and it's like hit me right in the hip, that gun shooter. So I'm like, I don't need any more things that stick too far out. I'll either break the machine or I'm gonna break my hip. And both would probably be the same on repair when it comes to cost on that. I'd expect a satire video on Foo Fighters topper. I mean, usually my satires are due to the fact that I don't like the way they look or whatever. But I'll have to, I guess, look at it to see if I have anything wrong with it. But the initial release video on it and everything, it's nothing about what it looks or what it does. It's just mainly about the price. Sold my cactus for Jaws Premium. Think I made the right move? I think that you're going to get much more longevity until they release code for Cactus Canyon, and even then I don't know how long that's going to hold out and how long it's going to be till you even see it. So overall, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a good solid move. From what I've seen on Jaws and played, the one game that I have, it shoots pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not his worst game, but I'm going to play the premium and get more games on it so I can get better at it. But I do like the fin, the waving fin shot. That's a pretty cool. I like that. The upper flipper, all that kind of stuff like that. Barbecue. So yes, I have put one game on barbecue. That is one of my objectives, is to get more games on that, so I can be as fair as I possibly can. And I need to play a different game, meaning a different machine, because some of the issues I have could be just related to that particular game that needs to be tweaked. So I don't want to start talking about design issues or whatever when it's possibly just that machine that needs to be messed with. But so far with a barbecue, I mean, I'm not blown away by it or anything. I'm not excited about it. I'm not going to get one, obviously, because it just usually one game gives me a good idea if it's something I want to continue playing. Okay, 4 or 5 flips into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I was already like, this game shoots pretty damn good. It's their best shooter when it comes to spooky. So playing barbecue was not that experience. Flippers are, yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. The biggest complaint about the Princess Bride is the fact that the upper flippers on one buttons and the lower flippers are on other buttons, and it's just something that a lot of us are not used to playing pinball like that. It's confusing sometimes, and I thought for sure there was a setting that they talked about in their previous games where you can have it to where they both at the same time, but the reason why they do that is due to design, because evidently if both flippers are always going, then your upper flipper is going to block shots. Stop freaking going away, chat. No. Like, I want to see the chat constantly up. I wish there was an option for that, because it pops up, I start to read it, and then it goes away. Maybe there's an option to have it always showing. Let me see here. Oh, okay. There. TCM is better than barbecue theme. The 2, got it. There we go. You think American will do Cuphead next? If they do, it's going to be a theme that I don't know if a lot of people are, even aware of that exists out there. And we'll see how well it shoots. I think the theme has always been an issue with American pinball. And they want to keep pushing the unlicensed themes because they think they will do good. But in this market, people are looking for everything to check the boxes. Money, gameplay, theme. And as expensive as the games are getting, if they don't check all the boxes, people aren't going to buy them. Footage of the Alien Topper in action. I'm patiently waiting for them to ship. I'll look over there. I think they've got 2 Alien games, and I don't know for sure if they've even got the Topper on them or not, honestly. Look at my watch here. I'll be on till 9 o'clock here, guys, and then I'm gonna jump off. So I got to get some more games in, and I'm gonna start drinking again. I have been hungover almost all day. I shouldn't have drank and stayed up as late as I did last night. Bad decision. I did it last year too, and I didn't learn from my mistake. So today has been a recovery. Let's see here. I did the seminar with Spooky Pinball earlier. Basically, kind of moderated that Q&A session and stuff, like giving away T-shirts and a play field from Looney Tunes. Got to meet the whole team, not the whole team, but a lot of the people there, and to do all kinds of stuff with that. That was pretty interesting. Personally, I think I definitely could have done better. The prep for that was pretty piss poor on my end, so I'm humble enough to admit that. I really wish I would have done better. It's just my personal opinion on that one, but it's probably factual. But let's see here. All messages. You guys still there? I don't know if it's still there or not. Like I said, the chat just goes away.
Taking it back. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Is it still going? All messages. There we go. Still here. Why is it not showing the damn... Alright. I got to scroll through it. Evidently a bunch of messages popped up. Beavis and Butthead, I have not played it. Man, a lot of messages evidently I missed. Okay. Keep us posted when you get more time on Ninja Eclipse. Curious to hear about the game and the layout. Yeah, I mean, I think the layout in the game is still the same. The only thing that really changes is the cabinet and the price. Beavis and Butthead, I haven't played it. I know that we had to slow down the verification process for them because they had some grounding issues. But they ran a bunch of wires and they got verified, so that's all good to go. Pulp Fiction or Texas Chainsaw? Ooh, that's a toughie. Because I may lean towards Texas Chainsaw because there's so much more in it. I mean, you do get a lot of assets audibly for Pulp Fiction, but I think the overall package for Texas Chainsaw, you get basically the whole freaking movie. The amount of shots on that damn game is insane. I love the layout more, but Pulp Fiction has some things to offer as well. But I think I'm gonna pick TCM over Pulp Fiction. How was the turnout at TPF? It's difficult to say. Saturday's always the biggest or busiest, so right now it's probably slammed. I'll do a walkthrough later, and you'll get to see how busy it is. Is the show better than last year? I don't know about that because last year we had that buku amounts of freaking games that got announced. So this year is merely different at this point. Anything I'm looking forward to playing this weekend that you haven't yet? I'm going to play Saw. I'm going to get over there in the homebrew area. I need to play some of those games. I was hoping American would do Sonic Spinball since they hired the damn guy who made it. Yeah, they wanted to, but the license was already obtained by somebody else. How bad are the lines to play? As of right now, not too bad. We'll see how it looks tonight. Tonight's usually the busiest. Layout is much more open this year. It doesn't feel as crowded. Yeah, so far, I mean, like I'll see, like when everybody starts pouring in there and everybody starts drinking more and stuff. Tonight's usually the crazy night. I saw one guy fall over earlier. Spooky knows how to build relationships with creators. Americans should take notes. Now, prep work like not being hungover. Yeah. Spooky is such a fun company. I think they have a great mom and pop shop vibe and very evident they really care. Yeah, I got to speak with Corbin and all of them a lot this weekend and stuff. Good things, good things. You like my spooky session? Thank you, Michael. I'm playing Alice Cooper Spooky. Do you have to beat the monster before you can try for the weapon? I don't know much about the rule set for Alice Cooper, honestly, so I'm not the guy for that. Would I get rid of Deadpool for Texas Chainsaw? Honestly, maybe, yeah. I think that's not a bad ordeal. I don't know if the wife would want that game in the house, but you know what? I don't care. I mean, especially if they get the Deadpool working at the family center that's near me, that I can go there and get my feel of Deadpool. Pulp Fiction is gonna tank once it starts getting into basements. We'll see. Like the games in the hallway. Yeah, that's something different also, is the games in the hallway for the public out there to enjoy. If you can't get into the show, you can still be at the hotel and play a lot of the games out in the hallway. When you pass the AP booth, Cary, do you have the thoughts that they won't last much longer? I don't know about that. I mean, I'm going to try to get a lot of feedback from people out there on barbecue just to see, just out of curiosity, get the feel of it. I've only had one game on it, but I want to get more on it. But I feel like if this game doesn't do very well, but you got to think that they're getting their money from Aimtron, so it's basically they're going to survive as long as Aimtron's willing to keep giving them money. Final assessment of Haggis Centaur. I love the unboxing. Waiting for my Beast Edition. You may be waiting a long time. Underwood, thanks. Barbecue was better than I thought. Really? I'm going to play some more on it just to get the full thing of it. Final assessment of Haggis Centaur. So from what I can see, it's disappointing that they didn't have the power cable in there. And just so we clear something up right here, the whole reason, and I plan on doing a video about this eventually, but the whole reason why I even did the unboxing for the Haggis Centaur, it wasn't like some kind of a special arrangement. It literally just fell onto me, not like fell on me, but the machine itself fell over. I'm not sure if you saw the beginning of the stream, but the box was completely like smashed in, and I have video that I'll eventually show you guys. I've got the video on my Patreon page, but the machine was on its side, on one of the pallet jacks. And so I was literally about to leave. I already brought in one of my games for the show, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave now. So But as I'm leaving, this DHL driver walks up and he's like, "Hey, I've got a game to drop off. Where do you want it?" And I'm like, "Well, how many games?" And he's like, "Just one." I'm like, "Why just one? That's unusual that someone would ship just one game. That didn't make any sense." So my curiosity spiked. And so he goes out there and he unlatches the gun and rolls up the door. And then all I see is this big old pinball cabinet, or not cabinet, but box. And it's knocked over, like, cockeyed and everything. And it's, like, into the pallet jack. I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea what the game is or anything. And so then I started recording, because my fear was also that that guy was going to, like, get it upright and then say that that's how it came or whatever and stuff. So I wanted to get video recording to prove that no, that box fell over inside that truck. So I helped him get it upright. I asked him, you'll hear me on the video, that, "Hey man, you're going to need help. You want help?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I got up there and I put the machine upright. And when I did that, that's when I saw that it said Haggis. And the game was, and immediately I thought it was going to be a Fathom, but it said CROE was the game name. And I'm like, what the hell is Crow? But then it hit me that it was Centaur Revisited or Oblivion Edition. So immediately I was intrigued because, as well, a lot of you know, they aren't making these yet. Not for the people that have put in deposits or anything. So, and from what I'm told, this is only one of 2 in the U.S. So I'm like, oh man, this is awesome that we're gonna have one of these here, kind of thing. And so Paul, who runs the show, he called up Nitro Pinball because it was being shipped to Nitro Pinball to put in their booth for the show. And he's like telling him that, hey, the machine's got a big old giant freaking gash or on the box and everything. And it was one of those things where he's talking to Tommy at Nitro, and I was like, hey, does he want us to, like, make sure it's okay? And he said that, and so Paul was like, hey, Cary said he done boxing for you, and he was like, yes, please. Like, he wanted to make sure that the game was intact and that it worked. And I was like, well, hell yeah. Like, who wouldn't want to unbox a machine that is super freaking rare firsthand? Yeah, granted, I was nervous as hell because anything could have happened. I mean, I could have broken who knows what else. And the guy that hurt his finger, if you guys saw that stream, he had to get surgery. He had some stitches, and he eventually had to go get surgery on this finger. So, yeah, it was bad. So that's basically the story of the unboxing of how that all happened. There was no, like, me being summoned by him to unbox it. It was like I needed to unbox it so that Nitro Pinball can make sure that the game was intact and worked. What's the game rejection count? We didn't have any games that we had to reject. We had a good amount of cables that needed to be replaced on the power for getting the correct ground plug and stuff like that. But we didn't have any games that we just couldn't bring into the show or anything. Yeah, those PinVision speaker grills look pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm probably gonna maybe get a set. We'll see. I saw the Centaur damage, heartbreaking. Thank you for the story and background. You did a fantastic job, even with no power cord. It looked incredible. I know. I was like, man, we almost had everything but a power cord. Almost the most important part. But yeah, that's the whole ordeal with the whole Centaur thing. So for me, it was just like this is a rare thing that not many people are going to get to do. I hope more people get to unbox Centaurs, obviously, but we don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. So I was like, yeah, I'll hop on unboxing this bad baby. I mean, it could be a total crap show. It could be like we open it up and things are just completely bad, but we opened it up and we got to see that it's freaking beautiful. Texas Chainsaw Massacre over Elton John in a heartbeat. I'm not an Elton John fan. But I say that, but yet when I play it, I'm singing every damn song. Yeah, Ben, I'm about to close this stream down. I'm going to go get my tumbler with some alcohol in it, and I'm going to get back in there and start pounding away. And hopefully my Earthshaker is going. Hello there. All right, guys. Any class questions? For coming up on the 25-minute mark right there for this Q&A session. If there's anything else you want to know until later on. And I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff for that swap meet that I missed. Oh, Paul, thank you very much. You already give me money on Patreon. Now you're giving me beer money for this. I don't think I saw a nice Pharaoh in there. I need to go actually see how many games are for sale. You emailing with Dutch about BTTF? What is there to email about for it? Have you played Ninja Eclipse? No, I have not played. I played at that expo. I'll get in there and play it some more. But honestly, there's been quite a good amount of people in line waiting to play it. So I'll probably have to wait till the collector's hours, which is later tonight after the main showroom closes. What's the highlight of TPF? I don't know if there's been like, a particular moment or anything. There hasn't been any breaking news or anything like that for this particular TPF. There's just been a show where it's a bunch of games. You get to see all the people and that love the hobby that you're in. Where's my Canada sticker? It's in the hotel room. Kentucky could not make it. No, I don't know why. There's a lot of things that changed that I don't agree with, and we'll talk about that in a separate video. Are you excited about Mean Girls Pinball to come out on the 24th? What? I know nothing about Mean Girls, and that's like the original Mean Girls, like with what's her face and stuff years ago. That might be a guilty pleasure movie of mine. He wasn't invited on his show. I love to. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, there's a couple of questions I definitely need to ask and figure out why they made certain decisions. Motorhead, that's another game I need to play, but I think everything that they've been getting feedback on Motorhead has been very positive. And this is nothing to hide, but evidently I'm guessing Spooky was talking to them about possibly making Motorhead. He just said that they were talking to him. That's all he could say. He's like, yeah, we're talking to him. So, but everything so far is going good. Like I said, I'll probably do a late night stream. I'll be a little intoxicated, and we'll walk around. There was a remake of Mean Girls just recently. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought I saw something about a remake of Mean Girls, but I don't think I would want to watch it. I don't know if it could be better than the first one. How much? I don't know. How do you put into words how much better I like TCM than Looney? I figure I like it a lot more than I thought I would. But yeah, originally I thought Looney Tunes was all the thing I would be interested in out of the two, but nope. After playing them, Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the win, guys. And I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. Will I own a Centaur? I don't know if I'll own a Haggis one for multiple reasons, but I wouldn't mind having a Centaur. You're very welcome, Michael, and I'm going to get to it. Like I said, I only wanted it to be about 20, maybe 30 minutes, and we're creeping up on the 30-minute mark. Yeah, I don't know much about the Mean Girls sequels and musicals and stuff. I don't follow that very closely. All right, like I said, I'll go live again, and we'll do another walk around with everybody going around there, and you get to see how busy it is and what the games look like and stuff like that. I got to get B-roll footage and everything eventually for post-TPF and everything. So, but I'm getting messaged about the old Earthshaker playfield. Someone evidently wants to buy it from me, so I'm going to deal with that. All right, guys, I'll hop on later. Love you all a long time. Take it sleazy.